Up next, Take Two Reviews, starring Jake Pyre and Paul Malone. Welcome to Take Two Reviews. I'm Jake Pyre.
And I'm Paul Malone.
And today we're reviewing Interstellar. Now, I've already seen this movie like 5 times. Paul has only seen this, twice?
I saw it once before tonight.
So, this is more about Paul's initial reactions to mine, because I've already seen it.
But we're both going to talk about it. I was interested that this was one of the first movies that you wanted to bring up and watch because of your particular fear.
Oh, yeah. You have to be pretty brave to do what most of these scientists do, especially the original 12, who just basically were sent on a one-way mission to a random planet. You're just there to die, and that's...
Hence the bravery, they say.
See ya.
This isn't the most important thing about the movie, but Matt Damon, so easy to hate.
Damon! The first thing he says is, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because he knows he fucks him over, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, there was a whole reveal that he lied, but I kind of already had that worked out. They're on that planet, and it's all frozen, you're like, oh, humans would not live here. He's been saying it's all good this whole time? Okay.
So yeah, that was a whole turn, especially he's like, takes Matthew McConaughey out, and Matthew McConaughey's like, you're a coward! Yes. Yeah, what a character.
It's interesting to me, his name was Man, and I really hated Man in this film. Guy was awful.
I'm here for you, Cooper. Although I can't look, I'm gonna walk
Do
away.
you see your wife and children?
He wasn't the only terrible character.
No.
Michael Caine.
Why Michael Caine? Why?
I love how the music turns sinister too when he starts like, I lied to you. Like, oh no, what have you done, Michael Caine?
Yeah, that's a major turning point. Watching the movie.
It's like an emotional roller coaster. There's so many turns. There's so many different structures.
The tender moments really, really got me. I felt them. It was raw humanity kind of feeling.
It's a powerful
And then
movie.
the twists and lies and betrayals are such a stab in the back. Everything they say throughout that, I feel it makes a very good point in and of itself, and it brings something new into the story.
Everything that you saw almost comes full circle.
I've watched this interesting lecture. I don't know if I can find a link. I'll show you sometime. But it's Christopher Nolan giving a lecture on the different shapes that a story can take. The shape of this movie feels just very circular, very revolution. Things just coming around, back around again. There's no getting out of it.
I just think that's funny too, because it imitates life. Life is a circle.
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey also has every line almost is very profound that he says. It's almost like
he's a good monologuer.
Yeah.
Cooper is the kind of guy, he's obviously very intelligent, but he's not the kind to listen to anyone, which is strange. He thinks he's just got it all up here, and...
Well, I think he's a very down-to-earth person, and I think he knows what he's capable of.
Yeah. Every parent becomes the ghost of their children's future.
Yep.
That sticks in my mind.
That's a fact, though.
That's a fact.
I'm going to be thinking about that the rest of my life.
I also like how they keep mentioning the 90% honesty, because almost every character uses that amount of truth. Because every character almost lies in this movie at least once.
And I think it makes a difference that he increases the amount of honesty.
The 95,
He modifies that setting at the end.
Another point. The robots, every other advanced technological movie,
they're
some
plotting
sort of
something.
They're almost
or they're a danger. They're against us, or they're a threat to us, or they have the potential to be.
But in this movie, they're just completely there for the humans. They're completely good.
Was there even technical error in that movie? Everything that went wrong was human error, right?
Yeah, man.
I'm trying to think.
Anne Hathaway's character is built around love almost. It was funny because they had 3 choices once they made it through the wormhole.
The wormhole, right.
Anne Hathaway wants to go to Dr. Edmonds because she, she's in love with him, and they denied that because she was biased. Love was right.
Love was right in the end.
So that was a cool subplot. We're gonna go sleep on this movie, and we'll come back and we'll give it a good overall rate.
See you then.
And we're back. So now we're gonna put our reviews to the test.
Yep.
So, starting with the screenplay for Interstellar. There was a lot to the screenplay. There's the whole dialogue behind it, man. Christopher Nolan's not shy on the dialogue.
No,
I'll tell you that.
He knows what he's doing very clearly. with writing.
Robots have evolved to a point where they basically have just this AI that now they're just like free thinking, and they're almost like the cattle for the farmers now. And I think that's really cool. It's a cool concept to have.
And he didn't fall for like the trap of just making machines evil.
But in this, they are genuinely helping
the
humans throughout this, race against time.
Yeah, I could make the case that they were better than most of the people.
Oh, no doubt, dude. Tar's OP, bro. But
Ex-military, those things are terrifying.
But yeah, I'd give this a solid 9.
Yeah, 9 for screenplay. There's not much more I would want out of writing.
No.
That's brilliant. And the acting, then.
Oh, great actors, great cast. But I'd say so far, for me, Matthew McConaughey, this is his best role. Matt Damon always plays the entitled asshole.
Yeah, he plays smart, shitty people.
Damon!
Their emotions are, for one thing, so clear and easy to understand, and also easy to relate with.
It's almost the only point of humanity they have left in this whole thing now. They're in this bleak, harsh environment that just wants, destroy you basically. And all that they have, they don't have much. They don't have Earth. They just have each other and their emotions to keep them sane. And that's why a lot of people, you were saying, Dr. Mann kind of goes crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, the studies we've had on isolation, you could contest that he went mad.
No. But acting, 8. Solid 8 out of 10.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well done, everyone.
Oh, the score, man. Hans Zimmer. Oh, what a composer. Oh my God. Like
he'll praise this all day.
Such an emotional piece. It portrays everything you want it to. In each scene that you hear the music. Like, when you start to figure out that, so Michael Caine's actually a dickwad.
Something's getting tenuous.
That score, it shifts. It gets sinister real quick.
Yeah, you feel it.
And the whole thing with like them going to planets, it's like
when we're on that water planet.
Yeah, there's for every 1 hour on that planet, it's 7 years on Earth time. So you just hear this constant like ticking of a clock.
Like, these characters are not forgetting time, and neither are you, viewer.
It keeps you reminded that they're racing against time in this one. Like they literally do not have time. But this, I'd easily give a 9 out of 10 as well.
Yeah,
I love this score.
Hans Zimmer, out of the park.
Sound effects.
Well, something interesting I want to talk about there. We've got shots that are from out in space.
Right.
And you see, like, a jet discharge from the ship or an explosion or some clamp trying to come down on something. And in a lot of those shots, we hear it's completely dead, no sound, audio, nothing.
Yup.
Because in space...
you hear nothing.
Yeah.
It's a vacuum.
Mm-hmm.
Yup.
And I can say, not every movie would do it that way. So, sound effects, how about it? I could say 7.
I'm going to give it a 6.
He's giving it a 6. I'm going to go 7.
Art and design. Now, in the beginning, I liked how the contrast of light changed, like, from the beginning to, as you continue into all this space travel and everything. Like, the beginning is so dull because, you got dirt everywhere. It's the same shading for everything because dirt's just covered everything.
It's very clear, like, this is not the Earth we know.
Right.
Things are not good here.
Right. And they're just acting like it's a normal thing, too.
Yeah.
That's
every day, man.
Yeah. But... and then as they continue into space and they go to the planets, you start to see, different colors, which I thought was really cool. It almost like...
different landscapes.
Yup. And
different ways of matter coming together. It's so neat.
And when they get to Dr. Mann's planet, everything's dark. Everything's dull. Like, this is not a place that's habitable by humans.
Yeah, immediately when we get there. It's like, we've been told, he's been sending out messages, this place is habitable and potential for life. You get one look at it. Another thing for art and design, there's suits. I love their suits. They're so cool. I want one of those.
Yeah.
With like the forearm jets. That's so sweet.
The way they built the robots too. It's almost like they're like kind of like intimidating, but they're not.
I think they're intimidating.
I'd give it a solid 8. It's got its moments.
I'm gonna give it an 8. Yeah, I like that. Okay.
Well, think of the design that had to go into laying out the whole idea.
You're creating this world, but it's not this world, and you're creating other worlds, and you're creating this world on like the ship and things that they have to travel through. So, yeah, it's a lot.
Very
good job.
Yeah, well, cinematography. There are so many good shots in this movie.
Yeah.
The wormhole, the black hole,
Fifth Dimension,
the planets,
even like the locks coming together, and when he's when when the station, the Endurance is spinning,
Yeah.
and he's got to sync up the move. The way that this was shot, a lot of the things that could have been done with computers was still done practically. I could see that.
Yeah.
Not everything, but a lot.
Yep.
And it was done really well.
It's just beautiful, man. It's such a good movie.
It is a beautiful movie. It's really resonant and powerful, stunning visuals. It's incredible to look at.
So
It's awe-inspiring.
So I gave that a 9 out of 10.
It's up there. I'm gonna say 9 also. Yeah, I don't want anything more. Really.
Special effects. The black hole is probably my favorite. Oh yes, the fifth dimension. The whole
God.
idea of like
Yeah.
everything's revolved around this little girl's bedroom, and it's just different points in time in that bedroom. It's all like based around that, and just the way they like built that scene and how it looks and how trippy it looks to be, you know.
Yeah, it's like fractals.
Yeah. Yep.
It's infinites.
And then the way it starts to close and you see that light start coming
it's all
after it.
folding into itself and
Yep.
into oh.
It's trippy, dude. It's trippy. Yeah, pretty good special effects for its time, honestly. Yeah, I'd give it a solid 8 out of 10.
I'm gonna say 9 for that one. I think they did real well. So the film editing. Okay, first thing that pops into my head, pretty early in the film, Cooper said his goodbyes, and he's driving away in his truck, you know, peeling down the dirt road, and we see this shot off the side of the truck, looking back at the farmhouse, just with the dust billowing out behind him,
Well,
and we cut to almost the same shot of his shuttle launching, and it's the shot off the shuttle, looking down the smoke, firing away.
you know, it's very upsetting to see him, because he's got tears in his eyes, he's driving away. And as he's driving away, it's like, 10, 9,
Yeah, they've got the countdown
8,
going along.
7, then, yeah, it cuts and... So that was cool editing, yep.
Yeah, it's 2 shots of him leaving, and we can assume he's feeling the same way in both of those moments.
No.
You're leaving your children, you're never going to see them again, you're leaving your planet, you'll barely be a human again.
When Murph finally records a message to Cooper, and it's basically, you know,
Yes.
her, like, saying...
I haven't talked to you in all these years, and now I'm
the same age as
when
you are,
left.
yep.
I think that was brilliant, too. Like, those messages were their way to communicate with each other basically across eternity.
Yeah.
And it was also our way to go from scene to scene across eternity.
Yeah.
Like, we're looking at them in a monitor saying something, and then we cut to them finishing saying it, you know, on the other location, and then we go into the rest of that. And
Cool
then,
transition.
Yeah, that's brilliant editing too. I don't want to give it like perfect scores all around the board, but shoot, I'll say
Damn,
8.
Interstellar, you left us no
I mean,
choice.
It's at least, but it's just...
I'd give it a 7.
I'll say 7, yeah. I'm gonna say 7. That's good.
Alright, now taking all these categories and putting them into one. Picture.
This is out of 20 points.
I think it's an outstanding picture. I've seen it 5 times within like the past like 6 months. It's
Didn't stop talking about it either.
like as soon as I heard that we were gonna start doing these reviews, I was like, Paul,
This is my number 1.
we're doing this. This is my first pick. This is gonna be my first pick. We're gonna watch this movie. Overall, this picture is gonna be up there for me. I'd say it's definitely a 17. 17 for me. To me, it's just a solid
movie, solid concept, solid ideas, solid picture, solid acting, solid score, solid movie, solid.
Sounds like it's a solid...
It's not a liquid, it's not a gas, it's a solid.
This moved me profoundly. This twisted my mind and my imagination. This will stay with me forever now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it was literally when I watched this movie for the first time, I had to sit for like an hour and just reminisce about what I just saw because of how deep and how like emotional the movie is. It's just not something you forget.
What bad can you say here?
You can't. There's not really anything you can say bad about it.
I got nothing.
So
I give 18.
18.
That's a high score, and I think it's earned it.
So we added up our reviews here, and mine was 81 out of 100.
Mm-hmm.
And
I came to 84 out of 100.
so average would be, you know, about like 82, 82.5
Yeah.
out of 100. Now keep in mind, 50 is about our average, so
Right.
this is well above.
A cut above average.
This is like
This is an excellent film.
this is like a B plus A minus movie,
This is, yeah.
and
This is, for me, this is a must-have on my shelf.
you know,
Just the things that it talks about, the way that it talks about them, and the way that we see things,
it just comes in full circle.
it definitely does.
And you take a look at life. Life comes in a full circle.
This is a film about humanity. This is a film about life
There is
and
so
time.
there's so many different moods to this. It's hard to pinpoint one, but sci-fi I think would be the overall general genre of it. Would you watch this again though?
Oh yeah, I gotta buy this. I was surprised you didn't have it on your shelf because I need this on my shelf now.
Well, I do own it. It's just digital, not
I'm kind of weird. I need that hard copy. I need the proof in the pudding.
So, thank you for joining us. We're gonna end this here with a quote.
If you're not on that plane tonight, you'll regret it. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon and for the rest of your life. What's that from? Tell us in the comments if you know. Let us know what maybe you'd like to see. If you saw Interstellar, any thoughts that you had on it, we'd like to hear as well.
Any movies you'd like to see us review, leave in the comments below. We'll take those in consideration. But in the meantime... You're not going to survive in today's age, Paul.
I know.
Things are becoming obsolete real quick.
I'm one of them.
Stellar movie.
Interstellar?
An interstellar movie.
They said it! That's it!
Alright! We're good here! And that's why he's like...
Coward.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes.